Well, the number one challenge is to preserve the beauty of our land for future generations. And we all, we're all involved in that. And I think one of the bigger challenges is that we tend to finger point rather than try to resolve our environmental problems together. We're trying to find scapegoats and bogeymen. And I'm not sure that we've got the right kind of database to make the difficult decisions. And so it's, I think, from an environmental point of view, for the benefit of our young people, we must maintain an equilibrium, a balance that allows us to use the land, but not to abuse it, to preserve the beauty of this wonderful country. For 41 years, I've been crisscrossing this beautiful country, and I marvel at it every time I fly over it. And we are custodians of that beauty, and we've got to preserve it for future generations. And I think that's why it's important to, for example, to allocate more land to wilderness, more land to national parks, because those are things that alone can be renewable without, and yet very productive in terms of the enjoyment. And I think we as Canadians and Albertans are appreciating and enjoying the beauty and the uniqueness of our land more and more each day. And I think the future generations will be very grateful to us if we can show the way. The competing demands need to be balanced. I mean, we want to make sure that we restore any abuse, any scars that we may have created. I think that's the most important thing. And the competing demands should not be competing demands. They should be faced in reality, saying, look, we need the resource, but after stripping the resource away, we can restore the land to a state that was either as good as or better than we saw it before. And so, but again, there's got to be a better understanding of how we go about this, and there's got to be the NGOs and governments and individuals have got to be in this together. And it has to start with a database that is credible, that is honest, and that we can use, on a global basis if we need to.